A federal judge ordered Loudoun County Public Schools to pause the suspension of Seth Wolf's son. A judge wrote the loss of 10 days of in-person school early in the school year could have serious negative effects. LCPS found Seth's son and Renee Smith's son responsible for Title IX sexual harassment and sex-based discrimination after they complained that a male-identifying female student was using the boys' locker room at Stonebridge High School. Renee is relieved the judge is pausing LCPS's punishment.
It gives me a lot of hope. I think LCPS violated my son's rights and turned around and punished him when they really should have been protecting him. I just wonder, Nick, how many other boys in Loudoun County or even across the nation feel this same way, feel very strongly about sharing a restroom or a locker room with the opposite sex, but are terrified to speak up because they're going to get branded a sexual harasser.
The court found several allegations troubling, including LCPS dismissing accusations against a Muslim student who seems to have engaged in similar activity as the two Christian boys who were ultimately punished by LCPS. The judge wrote she also finds it troubling that LCPS offered a private changing room to the concerned boys, but not the female student accessing the male locker room. Ian Pryor is one of the lawyers arguing the case in court for the families.
One of the boys asked, hey, what can be done about this? We're not comfortable with a girl using a boys' locker room while we're changing after gym class. And what did LCPS say? They said, well, you can use a private changing area. They didn't say that to the girl. So that's another equal protection problem.
The boys' attorney says the goal of their lawsuit is to reverse LCPS's decision to punish the boys.
Because we have to make sure that these boys are vindicated, that their records are scrubbed clean of these false charges of sexual harassment and sex-based discrimination, that they're not stigmatized going forward as they're applying to colleges or jobs or the military. And one of the things that the DOE said, in addition to those, is that they need to issue a public apology.
The judge's decision came the same day the U.S. Department of Education found LCPS in violation of Title IX in this case. The Department of Education says LCPS discriminated against the male students and retaliated against them. Smith says she asked LCPS earlier this year to open a Title IX sexual harassment investigation into the female student for recording the boys in the locker room, but LCPS declined. The Department of Education is giving LCPS 10 days to rescind the suspension against the boys. I reached out to LCPS for comment. We're still waiting for a response. Nick Minock, 7 News.